Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mark, and in this channel, I talk a bit about lifestyle, but I mostly talk about personal finance and investments. Yes, you read that thumbnail right. I've been able to get a free investment. I've gotten 5,000 pesos worth of the BPI-ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund. Now, this is the same fund that I've shared with you in previous videos. And this is one of my favorite funds because it invests in the global markets and gives you monthly dividends. But I won't go into the fund in detail in this video. If you want more details on this, you can check out my previous videos here. This video is going to be focusing on how I've been able to get this fund for free. How did I manage to do this? Let's find out. Well, before anything, full disclosure, this free investment has actually been a few years coming. What took me so long? This investment is actually a result of my years of spending with my BPI credit card. And no, this isn't a sponsored video. What I really wanted to share with you is how you could avail of a free investment through BPI credit cards. Going through my research and going through the rewards catalog of competing banks, what I found out was that most banks focus on the shopping side and bill rebates and maybe some charitable donations through their rewards programs. So in this way, it's only BPI credit cards that actually offer the incentive of trading in your rewards for a future investment. So moving on to the meat of the matter, what I actually had to save up for was 60,000 of BPI's Real Thrills Rewards program for 5,000 pesos of my chosen BPI ALFM mutual fund. Not only do you have the option to invest in BPI ALFM mutual funds, but if you'd rather invest in unit investment trust funds or UITFs, you can also exchange your points for funds that are run by the BPI Asset Management Trust Corporation. So another option that you have is exchanging 120,000 points in exchange for 10,000 pesos worth of BPI UITFs. Now, I didn't really aspire to spend that much because that's practically double of what I need to spend. But if you could see yourself saving up that much points, then why not? Anyway, let's now go through the process of how I was able to convert my RTR points in exchange for the BPI ALFM mutual fund that I wanted. So if you're using any of these credit cards from BPI, the Blue, Gold, Edge, or eCredit, then you're able to save up points with your credit card use. Now, if you're using a different credit card from what I've mentioned, I'll go into that later on. Well, the first thing that you should look at is seeing if you have enough points already. Again, the baseline minimum would be 60,000 RTR points. Seeing that you have enough points already, here are the things that you should take note of in filing your request. The first thing that you would need would be your BPI credit card number or your customer number. I feel more secure in giving out my customer number rather than my BPI credit card over email or even via phone call. So that's just a personal preference. Number 2 would be the item code. If you want to avail of BPI ALFM funds, the code is 615006, while if you want to avail of BPI UITFs, the item code would be 615005. And the third thing that you would list would of course be the number of points that you want exchanged. Of course, you have to exchange your points in entirety. I don't think BPI is allowing any partial redemption of points right now. And the fourth thing that you need to list would be the fund that you want to invest in. Based on the BPI website, what's listed is only the bond fund and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index Fund. So I actually ran an experiment when I sent my email to BPI. Even though the BPI ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund isn't listed on the website, I took my chance anyway. I was actually waiting for customer support to tell me that my request would not go through, but surprisingly, my request got through. So I don't think that the investment funds listed on the website would be limited to what you can redeem. If you want to try your luck, just as I did, feel free to do so. Lastly, what you would need would be an existing BPI mutual fund customer account number. Now, if you are new to BPI ALFM and you don't have a customer account number yet, that's not a problem. But the first thing that you should do, even before the steps that I mentioned just now, would be to open an account with BPI ALFM. So to do that, you can contact them at bpi_investment@bpi.com.ph, or you can also call up this local number. If you want to convert your points to BPI UITFs instead, it's practically the same process except that you would change the item code. And if you're not an existing customer of BPI UITFs and you don't have an investment account yet, you can email BPI_asset_management@bpi.com.ph. So those are the 5 things that you would need to be able to convert your BPI credit card points to BPI-ALFM mutual funds. Now let's talk processing times. How long does it actually take? So for me, after years of saving up my points, I finally filed my request via email on April 12th and got the credit into my mutual fund account on the 22nd of April. Now if you're counting, that's 10 days, but since the 12th of April fell on Holy Week this year, or more or less if you are only looking at the business days from request to crediting, actually took about 5 to 6 business days. So for the process, what actually happens is that I got a credit of 5,000 pesos into my savings account, and then quickly on the same day, the 5,000 pesos was moved to the BPI Investment Management Group to the BPI-ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund. So that's about the entire process of how you can also avail of a free investment via your BPI credit card. And as promised, if you are a cardholder of BPI Petron or Amore Cashback, then unfortunately, this does not apply to you because the rewards that you're working with would be automatic rebates. But if you are a premium card holder, such as the BPI Visa Signature Card, or if you're using the BPI Platinum MasterCard, then you can also avail of the said investments. The exchange rate for RTR points to the investment actually gets better. For premium card holders, the exchange rate is actually just 35,000 pesos for 5,000 pesos of BPI mutual funds, while for BPI UITFs, the exchange rate is 70,000 RTR points for 10,000 pesos worth of BPI UITFs. So I'm actually gonna try to see if I can already upgrade my card. The conversion just seems more worth it. I never really had an incentive to want to upgrade my card, but seeing these perks now, seeing that I could be investing more, maybe that's something I'll look into. Hopefully I get approved, but if not, well, I guess I'll just continue earning points just as I did in these last few years. So what do you think, guys? Do you think it's worthwhile to spend using your credit card and to be saving this up and convert it to investments in the future? Would you rather use your points for investments, or would you just rather use it for shopping money? If you liked this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys, and happy investing!